Hi friends, welcome back to Journals by Jadis. I have two journals to share with you today. And the theme of these are like tween journals or adolescent journals or kind of like just getting into journaling, like, tween, like, 10 to 13, 10 to, somewhere in that kind of area. I don't know what the technical definition is because my kids are too young to be in that anywhere close to that realm right now. But so anyways, that's kind of what this theme was. I have two that I had listed in my Etsy shop at one point. I've got one in there still currently, but that's that kind of idea is that age group. And so these two were made from recycled packaging. I will go ahead and start with this one. This, I believe, is a macaroni and cheese box, to be honest with you. It's two signatures. This piece of ribbon, so the concept is that it could be a bookmark piece. I wanted to add some charms to it and I haven't yet, but I still wanted to at least share with you this journal, even though it has a couple of elements that I want to add to it before I give it the stamp of completion. So anyways, it's a macaroni and cheese box and it's got an elastic closure. Two signatures, like I said. Let's see. This is just the inside cover. It's a page from a calendar. And then the other side of it is over here. This is actually what the calendar page looked like together. It's got these nice purple and yellow colors. And actually, what I meant to tell you, so this has that purple and yellow. This is vinyl. It was like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of like vinyl covering. And I got, both of these were, and I got them on sale for like 69 cents or something like that on clearance. And I was like, oh, I love it. I don't know what to do with it, but I love it. So they became the journal covers. So two signatures. This has a lot of writing space in it. This is a paper that has, it's a very faint image of the world. I love this paper and I use it in a lot of my journals because I have so much of it. I got it from thrift store. Super teeny tiny tag in a little altered, not quite a stamp, but a like deckled edge piece that I made into a pocket. An altered paper clip that actually goes on there. It needs to be glued on better. But it actually came from a little, I say actually a lot, I don't mean to do that. It came from a little kit of like, here's a few altered paper clips, here's some sticky notes, that kind of thing. And it was, I believe, a gift to me, and I kind of took it apart and added it to this. Excuse me, let me ignore this phone call. Whoops, if I can do it. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought my phone was on silent, but maybe not. So this is just a little flip pad. Notepad from some of the scraps that were in there. This is a mandala coloring page. This is an altered paper clip. I just put some ribbon on it. I'll probably trim it down, but it was more of the idea of, does this work? There is a little pocket here. And then a little piece of paper that was a scrap piece of paper from a planner. A book page. The name of this title was something about a fairy godmother. And this was a book page from a book about fairies. And then here's kind of the blurb that they gave about whatever image they were talking about. Some more page. This is an altered paper clip, a heart-shaped altered paper clip. I believe it was Sea Lemon that I saw it from. But when it's on top of paper, it is heart-shaped. So I thought that was pretty cute. This is like a girl's quiz book, like, take these little quiz type things, like an American Girl quiz book or something like that, I think. This is planner book page, just pink paper. This is a page from an atlas. This is from a Rainbow Bright book of quotes that I thought was kind of cool. Have a nice day, and if there's any leftover nice, paint it into a rainbow. This is just a tuck spot, but it said pizza, and I thought that was kind of cool because, kids, pizza. I don't know, maybe it's a stereotype. This was like a Project Life card that I thought was cute, so I just stamped the corners, decorative stamp, or, punched. It's a little piece of paper, must have been a little scrap that I just rounded the edges on. Some more paper. Now we're on the back side of everything that you just saw. This is another little, kind of like a flip out. Well, I say another little. I was remembering another journal that I showed in a flip out, but this is a flip out. And then I have a bunch. So book pages that have the chapter numbers. I punched out with a little, I think it's like a 1/2 inch circle punch. And I just randomly grabbed one out of a basket and used it as numbers. Planner page, extra planner page, but this is that book that had, the quiz book, the teen quiz book. And then the backside of that teen quiz book. This, Don't Quit Your Daydreams. This is part of the fairy book. This is actually just a sticky note that I stuck on there. Book page. This is a jumbo playing card that I have. Tuck that in there. Another little Project Life card in a little side pocket. The middle of the book, and again, this is where what my hope is that it can be a bookmark. Like that, you would be able to mark your place. But I want to add charms, but before I add I didn't want to cut it before I added the charms. So it's extra super long right now, but that's not the intention for it to stay that way. I'll probably trim these as well. I just haven't gotten to that part because I haven't, like I said, put the stamp of completion on it. Just a sticker. It's a glitter sticker. It says "Be Awesome Today." Let's see, the fairy book. This book was pretty cool. This is a sticker. Actually, this is a die cut from the Dollar Tree. This is a pretty cool book. It's a book of like wedding dresses, but you would embellish them, like color on them. Like if you were to create a wedding dress, here's a shape, and it would say, okay, this is the ball gown. And then, maybe you would draw flowers across the bust or something, a belt across the waist, or maybe you would add trim, but they're blank, and then you add to it whatever you want. The best stories begin and end with a friend and a rainbow, another rainbow bright near the back side of that page. Let's see. This was planner paper again. This is just a journaling tag, some map page, book page, or, lined paper. Oh, it kind of folds down. The page was longer, so I folded it up. Planner page, rainbow bright image with a rainbow. Kind of just the back side of everything that we just saw. I think this is Project Life card. Oh no, this was from it's this game, and I got it from Goodwill or Arc or whatever, and it's this tiny little box of cards, and I'm not sure even what the game is. Maybe it's memory. So you would lay all the cards face down and flip one over and then try to find the other or whatever. I'm sure you know what memory is. I think that's what that came from. And then just a couple little journaling tags. This one was actually a pre-made journaling tag that I got from Michael's in a little kit. And then I think this is a Project Life card. Yep. In a little pocket. Some more paper, planner paper, rainbow bright paper, another sticky note. The fairy book. Here's the other side of that ball gown image. And then another pocket here that I don't have anything in yet, and then the end of the book, and then this is a strip of fabric that I used to reinforce the spine, there. So that is the first one, and I will quickly show you the second one. Same concept, just different embellishments, kind of different, I made it a few nights later, so it was like, oh, I want to try this. These are just this is a piece of scrap jewelry. This is just a little tassel that I had. I will probably add some more to the previous book. So this one feels a little bit more complete, but same thing. It's that vinyl. This was it was packaging of some sort. I can't remember, maybe a rice box or something like that. This is a pocket on the front. Some homemade, DIY stamped, line stamped journaling card. This was from a greeting card. It had some glitter on it. Made it into a tag. This also flips up. This is like a tiny card or a placemat kind of thing. It's got some holographic, image or kind of paper on there, but you can write underneath there. Same papers for the most part. This is that same as that earth paper, except it's got like lightning images, like faint lightning image in there. The coloring page. This is some lined paper I just happened to find when I was thrifting. It's just neat yellow and black, pretty plain. It says a rainbow image, pretty faint, but a rainbow image. Paper, some lined paper. This was actually like a calligraphy book from the Dollar Tree, or a handwriting book. I think it's calligraphy. And then the quiz page out of that book. This, I've shown this paper in a different video before. Half of the book is daydreams, and then when you turn it upside down, then that half is night dreams. So you could log, your dreams that you have at night, and then you, on the day page, you could, list your dreams throughout the day, daydreaming kind of stuff. So this one has the moon image on it, and I love this book, and I'll be sad when all the pages are gone, but I know I'm not gonna, I have so many journals, I don't need another one to log stuff, so it's better to use those pages and create something with them. This is that world page. Just a little, this was a scrap piece of music paper. I just stamped the word love, glued it on there. This is that moon paper. Trivia page. Oh, see, there's like Miss Piggy's eyes and Garfield's. Like, whose eyes are these? There's Mickey Mouse or whatever. Some more paper. Lots of journaling space. The calligraphy paper. It's the other side of everything. This one's also 2 signatures. This is the spiral paper clips that I like to make. I'm going to add some beads to that, or charms. I made what looks like a small little envelope, and inside I used scrap bits of paper. This was actually the bottom side, I believe, of the night paper, the one with the moon on it. Added that. I'll paper clip it later. A Sudoku book page, yellow and black lined paper. Piece of green page. I have a few pastel pages like this green, and then I have the pink. This is the rainbow bright page, and then I added a rainbow sticker to it. And then a tiny little tuck with some embellishments. This is actually the envelope seal for the brand of cards Papyrus, like the Papyrus brand, but I still thought it was pretty. And then some extra stickers that I had. This is like a rose label sticker, or you could fold it in half and make a tab out of it. And then just a piece of journaling paper, and I kind of just made those to tuck inside. Let's see. Some more paper. This is another one of those. So this one is the Basque. I don't know how to say that, but the that bridal doodling book type of thing. So this is one of the other images. And let's see here. This is an envelope and a tuck spot, or a pocket right here. This is from the calendar also that I just turned into a journaling tag. This does open, and there's a piece of paper in there. It's just a lined piece of paper. It's nothing overly special. And then I just glued this extra little, it's kind of like cardstock down, and I made a place for that to fold under. This image is from the fairy booklet. And it's kind of got the little information about these fairy paintings. It's a book about fairy paintings, and it gives you the information from the author and that kind of thing. The bottom side of that dress, I'm on my charm, there we go. Paper, another little pocket. This is actually like a coin envelope, but there are some pieces, more pieces of ephemera in here, a peacock sticker, some star stickers. Again, with the idea that this might be a tween journal. Thought that these are the types of elements that might interest someone of that age group. And then just kind of the back sides of the rest of the paper. Again, oh, was this 3 signatures? Sorry guys, 3 signatures. Another stamped piece of paper. It says growth. I believe this is when I was doing my growth and decay design team project. I think that was March, maybe? I can't remember. For Priscilla at Release the Craftin'. So I was stamping some words on some scrap paper. Some more paper, more calligraphy paper. Each signature has the same elements. This is actually a mini. So you know how on the back of, when you get a calendar, on the back side it gives you the thumbnail images of all of the images that are in the calendar? This was one of them. So I just made a little flip place there. Here's the sun portion of that paper I was telling you about, the daydreams and the night dreams. And I'm glad I put that in there. And then this is a book page from Nancy Drew. It is very brittle, but I still thought it was neat to kind of put in there. And Nancy Drew being a book of, kids that age to read, typically. This is a playing card. It's just turned into a pocket. So this is the back side of a playing card I think I got from, might have been the Dollar Tree. This was just a little tiny tag that was in, I think this was actually a sticker, and I stuck it onto some packaging and made a little tag out of it. some fluffy ribbon there, the center signature. So now we're just on the back side of everything that you saw. So nothing brand new. This folds out. The coloring pages, the calligraphy pages, the green fold out pastel page, and then back onto the back side. And I left the back page blank. This is just a piece of yellow paper, and then this is just a 3-dimensional sticker, like a little mason jar that says love on it. I believe I got these from the Dollar Tree. So that is my journal share for my tween type of journal type thing. And I really like doing it because I feel like the energy that you're able to put into this type of journal is different than things, you know, sometimes we get into the things vintage, and which is totally fun and great. And sometimes, you know, I wouldn't put vintage type stuff in this. So it's nice to expand your mind on like, well, if I'm not going to be using, you know, I don't think I used any vintage photo in here. If I did use any, I used, you know, the, was it broken china and crushed velvet or whatever the pink one is. So it's nice to branch out and use those different kinds of colors, or use these vibrant kind of, it's kind of boho-esque, you know, but to create something fun, and hopefully it brings inspiration to whoever gets these. My original idea was to put this in our little free library, our local little free library, as journals for people that, you know, went in there to get a little book, and just tuck in a little note about what this is, and, you know, kind of not necessarily direction on how it must be used, but how it could be used. So thank you for watching my little journal share. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon in another video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.